Have you ever noticed that some nights feel darker, almost as if the shadows are thicker and the world is closing in? While natural factors play a role, our minds and perceptions also contribute significantly to why certain nights feel darker than others. Let's dive into the mysteries of nighttime darkness, exploring not only the scientific and natural explanations, but also the psychological factors that shape our experience of the night. 1. The phases of the moon and perception of light. The moon's phases directly affect how we perceive nighttime darkness. During a new moon, when the moon's face is hidden, nights appear significantly darker, and this lack of light can make shadows seem deeper and more mysterious. In contrast, a full moon illuminates the landscape, making the night feel less foreboding. Our minds instinctively react to the presence or absence of moonlight, shaping how safe or uneasy we feel. 2. Atmospheric conditions and how the mind interprets darkness. Cloud cover can obscure both moonlight and starlight, intensifying the feeling of isolation and heightening our senses. When visibility is low, our minds tend to imagine shapes and sounds, interpreting shadows and noises as potential threats. Light pollution also affects perception. Bright city lights create a false sense of security, whereas deep rural darkness with no artificial lighting can feel disorienting, activating primal instincts for caution and alertness. 3. Seasonal changes, Earth's position, and psychological effects. In winter, when nights are longer and colder, the lack of sunlight affects our mood and perception. The mind associates these longer, darker nights with introspection and solitude, often amplifying feelings of unease. In polar regions, where there are months of continuous darkness, people often experience heightened mental strain, a phenomenon known as polar night syndrome. This prolonged darkness affects sleep cycles and mood, showing just how powerful the mind's reaction to darkness can be. 4. Atmospheric phenomena and the mind's reaction to unusual darkness. Natural phenomena like volcanic eruptions, wildfires, or dust storms can release particles that block sunlight and moonlight, creating an unusual, almost supernatural darkness. This type of eerie darkness, where familiar sights are hidden, can stir deep-seated fears in the mind. After volcanic eruptions, for example, ash-filled skies give nights an ominous tone, and the mind may interpret this unnatural darkness as a sign of danger or foreboding, even when none exists. 5. The mind's role in amplifying superstition and fear on dark nights. Darkness has always been a breeding ground for superstition, and exceptionally dark nights are often linked with folklore and fear. Many cultures believe that dark nights invite spirits or creatures to roam freely, hidden within shadows. Our minds, conditioned by stories and legends, often perceive darker nights as more threatening, filling the shadows with imagined dangers. This is why many people feel a heightened sense of unease on these nights, as if something is watching from beyond the dark. Conclusion. The perception of nighttime. Darkness is a complex mix of natural elements and the mind's interpretation of them, while the moon's phases, weather patterns, Earth's position, and atmospheric conditions all play a role. Our minds also add layers of meaning and fear to what we see and feel. In the darkest nights, the shadows may seem to grow, but sometimes it's our own minds that bring the darkness closer, inviting mystery, imagination, and even fear to fill the void.